Check it out, guys. This is pretty much what I'm working with right now. Pretty much got everything done. Mud flaps added, BMW roof rack. This way I can actually bring my green screen home and not have a 6-foot pole, metal pole in the middle of my car. You can actually store stuff on the top. Let me know what you guys think. Otherwise, let's jump into today's video.
What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we have a ton of different stuff to discuss today. Very important things. Do not forget that. Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as BitcoinCash to USD. We're going to look at the coin market cap, and then we're going to look at where I bought into crypto. It will be very helpful, and we're going to, go through this together. We're going to see whether or not the trade will be profitable. I think it will. It almost already is profitable, so it'll be pretty cool. I'm going to explain where I bought in a second. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. So guys, before we begin, huge shout out to everybody subscribed to the channel. For those of you who aren't yet subscribed, do make sure to turn on post notifications, subscribe, smash the thumbs up button, and yeah, pretty much let's jump into this. We've been literally growing this channel so freaking big, so freaking quickly, and I am so honored that that's happening. Like 30 plus subs every single day. We're making it, baby. We're gonna hit 10K. We're gonna do a giveaway. Huge support for you guys. Like, I am so freaking happy and grateful and blessed to have what an awesome community of Crypto TV on this channel. But otherwise, enough flattering you guys. Let's discuss this coin market cap. For those of you that don't know, the reason we discuss this is to get a general overview of what the heck is going on with the market. You can see market cap 180, 24-hour volume 51, Bitcoin dominance 55.4. So dominance is about the same as where we were yesterday. 24-hour volume, also about the same. The only difference is market cap is ever so slightly lower than yesterday. We are pulling back down. Yesterday we discussed that there was a pretty big move that happened. Actually, I don't want to say pretty big, but the coins, some of them were up 10, 12%. We're starting to see that pullback happen right now, which was expected and anticipated on my end, and I did buy back into crypto, and we're going to discuss more about that, and you guys can copy that too. I'll basically be telling you where I bought in, and it probably won't be too late by the time this video comes out too. So as I scroll down, you guys can see top 10 cryptos all are in red, which is a good thing. We buy in the red. Do not buy in the green. That is stupid. We buy in the red. So as you guys can see, top 10 cryptos, they are all down. They are all negative digits. I'd say about 3 to 4%, maybe 3% overall. You can see out of these top 10, Bitcoin still $5,600, not too bad. Litecoin $76, and then we see Bitcoin Cash 280. You can see their market caps are so freaking close. I think we're off by about 7, 8, 9, 2.5 or 250 million. We see EOS a little bit below Litecoin as well, so that's pretty close. We're also going to be looking at some other cryptos as well. As I scroll down, majority of the market is down. There's really not much up, not much in green. That's not necessarily a bad thing. So moving on to the charts for today, I do want to discuss what's exactly happening. So I'm looking at Litecoin to USD. This is the Coinbase price. That's what we're checking out. You guys can see that's right here. Ignore this. I hate when these pop up. Eventually I'm going to download ad blocker. But for the current moment, we are checking out the way these coins are playing out. So just yesterday, we saw this coin shoot up all the way to $81. We broke back into our, ascending wedge, which we're going to discuss in a second, and we were doing really well. The issue that I want to discuss is the fact that we entered an overbought market. That on the 4-hour isn't too much of a worry, but it is something to be aware about. That usually indicates a pullback is necessary. Also, remember that $80 is a huge resistance, so we're most likely not going to close above that and stay above that. We're most likely going to pull back down. The cool thing that happened yesterday is we did manage to break above our high-low MMA, and we're about to see this green band cross over the red, indicating a golden cross. Now, I did buy into Litecoin. Let me explain why. I bought in right here. So yes, it is down ever so slightly, but with due reason. Believe it or not, on Litecoin's chart, I actually literally did buy down here at like $73.90 or $74 exactly. But the thing with eToro is, yes, it is virtual, but the thing with eToro is the prices seem to be higher up. So even though I did buy at 73, it seems to be higher on eToro's exchange. So it says I bought it at $75.94. Regardless, we bought it around the same price. It's going to go up higher than that. We're currently at $74.82, so we're literally $1 off, which I don't think is a problem. Understand, I only put in $10,000 into Litecoin at this price. I put in 10 grand into Litecoin at this price level. That is 10% of my position. We are dollar cost averaging right now. I'm covering my ass. We have total $100,000 available. Make sure you download eToro so we can invest and you guys can copy me with a virtual exchange simulator of cryptocurrency. This way there is zero risk while you're investing, so you guys can learn and understand how to trade and read charts before you're actually investing real money and risking real money in the markets. This is what I recommend. eToro, first link in the description. Otherwise, you guys can see we're very, very, very close to beating this average price that I bought at. Now, keep in mind, theoretically, if this was real money, we would have bought into Coinbase and it would have been down here where we bought at $73 and we would already be up. This was a 10% inclusion into it. So we didn't, throw all of our money in. It's not a Hail Mary. We bought in right here where we're testing the high-low MMA. Why did I put in 10%, not more? 4-hour high-low MMA is not as strong as the daily, and it's not as strong as the weekly. So when we put it in here, we're only putting a small little bit in just in case we head up. If we head up and we retest $80, we bought at 73, we get up to 80, sell off, we made good profit. Just like that easy. At least we got some skin in the game and we made profit. That's all I care about. Conservative investing. Invest when there is the opportunity. Don't be risky. Don't be ballsy. We invest when we see opportunity. Now, understand we could fall back down, and I'm going to explain why. Let me move to the daily. And as you guys can see on the daily, what exactly is going on. So one thing I noticed is the fact that we actually did manage to get back inside of our high-low MMA, our ascending wedge. You guys can see this purple, the two purple lines is an ascending wedge. You can see we start all the way down here, and we've been literally hugging it for weeks. So the fact that we closed yesterday's candle inside this ascending wedge gives me good faith that there is a possibility that today's candle will actually close back inside of here, which inevitably could help us retest $80. I'm going to sell off because we know that that is a massive resistance. And if it does shoot up, we'll buy back down when we retrace. But we look good. If we do pull back down, next buying opportunity is obviously right here. $66 is where I'd throw in 20% of my investment, which would be 30% overall, $30,000. Dollar cost averaging will lower that break-even point. So even though we threw in at 73, if we pull back down and we bought in at 66, that pretty much means break-even point is around $70 to $71. So anything above that is profit for us. We lowered our dollar cost average. That's awesome. That's what we're going to do. Or sorry, it'd probably be closer to like $69 is our break-even point. And then obviously we throw in a little bit more, maybe another 20 to 30% down here at $62. And I don't think we're going to be going much lower than that because that will send us into being oversold. So that's how we're investing like this. I do think we're going to start to potentially head up. The fact that Litecoin on its 4-hour is now higher up, consolidated back down to around 53 on its RSI gives us potential to move up. Also, the fact that we're being supported right here gives us potential to move up. You can see we're kind of getting sandwiched though in between this ascending wedge. The purple uptrend is now acting as a resistance. So it's going to be interesting. That's why I only put 10% in. Nothing too crazy. And that was a $10,000 investment. Now, moving on to Bitcoin. I did do some work. So huge shout out to all you guys supporting me on Patreon. I am so freaking astonished by all of your guys' support. Literally, we're about to hit 30 patrons on Patreon supporting the channel. And I could not be more blessed to have an audience like you guys. Patreon, if for those of you who don't know or are new to the channel, is a way for you guys to get exclusive access to all of my pretty much crypto charts that I chart every day on the channel. It's a way for you guys to get these charts prior to me uploading them on YouTube, giving you an advantage, as well as it's a way to talk to me one-on-one in a group, but much more reactive than in the comments in YouTube. So it does help support the channel. It's the only way to get exclusive access to my charts, as well as exclusive tutoring in crypto. We have a bunch of people buying it. The tiers are filling up. It is absolutely insane. Huge shout out to you guys. Like every single day I wake up, there's just more and more people getting involved with the Patreon. So I love it. It's so awesome to have you guys really supporting this channel. So for those of you who have me on Patreon, you're going to see all these live updates on here, and you'll notice I did make some tweaks to the charts. You can see I drew an uptrend right here, or this ascending wedge. Once again, we have a bottom support uptrend and a bottom uptrend resistance up here. So you can see we're kind of involved in here. Beautiful test. It's like, it's so clear-cut textbook. You can see we have 3 points of contact acting as a resistance on Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of contact acting as a support and a resistance up here. So beautiful, beautiful trade out right now. Keep in mind, we're nearing overbought. We were overbought on Bitcoin's daily, which gives me our incentive that we're going to pull down lower. It's very possible we could ride this out. Do I think we are? No, not so much. I think it's going to do something like this. This would be a good buy-in opportunity right here. When we retest this purple line once again, that's when you should throw in 10% into Bitcoin on the virtual trading platform. Test your skills. Not recommending real money. You know, I'm not a financial advisor. I push the virtual trading, zero risk. Test your skills, and then at your own risk, invest into crypto. Now, Ethereum, another chart I updated yesterday. Huge potential to see some really insane gains on crypto, especially Ethereum. Ethereum's forming a symmetrical triangle. We have a resistance up here, 3 points of contact. We have a support up here, 1, 2, 3, 4 points of contact, if not 5. We're coming down into here. So obviously, if we potentially fall down to here, good buying opportunity. Buy in at this level, 150 potentially. Any retest of this bottom uptrend, buy in 10%. If we head up to here, we sell off and we wait for this break, because we're either going to go like this or we're going to go like this. But as we get closer, I'll explain what's going on. If we hit this line, we only put in 10%, because if we break down, we're going to have to dollar cost average that bad trade up here. So there is reason why we do this, guys. You'll learn more on my Patreon for those of you who are involved. Lastly, let's check out BitcoinCash. I've had a ton of people asking me about what's going on with BitcoinCash. BitcoinCash in the 4-hour was nearing overbought yesterday. We did consolidate back down. We look beautiful, trading at around 50 on the RSI. Yeah, almost 49 actually on the RSI. We actually were. You can see that there is a channel that we're trading into. You can see what I drew right here. I'll actually, zoom out to the daily in a second, but you can see resistance retest up here on this uptrend. It will make sense when I jump to the daily. And we have a channel that we have not been able to break. Not only is the high-low MMA coming involved in here, and we're looking to see that green band cross over the red, but we're bouncing off of here. So this is definitely potentially a good buy-in zone on our virtual trading platform to put in 10% and start leveraging there. 10% here is a possibility. Now let's confirm that by checking out the daily, and then we'll wrap up today's episode. Yeah, that is a really good investment to put in 10% and start to dollar cost average. You can see what exactly is happening right here. So we started off with this ascending wedge that's forming. You can see how we were trading inside of it, then acted as a resistance. We got above it, acted as a support once again. Now we're back above. There's a channel right here we got involved into, and we're bouncing off of here as a support. So obviously we're looking to see if it can go a couple of ways. So the fact that we're on the 50, it could easily go like this and bounce off here again. This is a huge buying opportunity. Honestly, I'd push this more than anything. Mainly because it is right at the tip of this uptrend, and we'd put in 10%. Why buy in here? Mainly because I think consolidation would eventually lead us up to this purple uptrend, and we could head up higher. So there's no real reason to buy in at the purple. It's up to your, it's up to you guys whether or not you want to buy in at this purple or the yellow. So either the purple up here, the yellow up here, or the purple down here. Those two are good levels to, start your dollar cost averaging with 10%. Because you can see the channel, you can see we're on 50, so there isn't really, we can go down, not really incentive to go down to here, but it is definitely a possibility. And obviously the best opportunities to be, really dollar cost averaging the 20, the 30%, 40% would be inside this channel right here. But this, either the purple uptrend or this right here would be the best opportunities to buy into, for the 10%. Because I think we're going to consolidate out. I think we're going to see some sideways movement. And once we catch up to this uptrend, I would throw in 10%. Otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode for the day. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. Check out my Patreon if you want to get involved with more crypto stuff. If you're a crypto TV enthusiast, check it out. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.